It's about to be July 4th, which is hot dog season.
Hot dogs. Hot dog photos. Take pictures of your hot dog food. Not your hot dog-like meat.
So this is, considered an all-American food that we have at our very patriotic barbecues. It's July 4th in America and the rest of the world, but it's Independence Day in America specifically. And this is a day where we eat a lot of hot dogs. And sometimes we worry about it because there have been different reports out. There's too many nitrates in this. Nitrates could cause cancer. There's also reports that 2% of, or hot dogs contain 2% of human DNA.
Yay!
It's not that it's human meat, probably. It's probably just some, hair, nail clippings, skin flakes, other things that are totally acceptable by USDA standards.
So like 2% of a hot dog is still like that much DNA from human hair and toenails.
Yeah, just stop clipping your toenails by the meat fat. Hot dogs are known for being a little bit curious. What is in that meat? It is all uniform, and there are various things on the labels that could be suspect, such as beef, pork, turkey, or chicken dogs that originate with trimmings in the ingredients. That's a fancy word for saying the meat cuts that weren't acceptable for other slices of meat, that just what's left over in the slaughterhouse. So that could be a lot of things. It could be fatty tissue.
Could be face.
It could be an animal's face.
Really, it's face.
It could be sinewy muscle.
Oh,
and it could be feet.
Could be.
Oh, or there could be an occasional liver in there as well.
Could be that animal's hot dog, if you know what I mean.
It could be animal hot dogs.
Animal hot dogs.
But what it is this mess of scary meat is pre-cooked to kill the bacteria. And it is turned into a meat paste via emulsion.
Have you ever seen that, like on how it's made, a hot dog? They just start with...
I've seen the pink slurry.
It's pink goo.
Yeah.
Slurry. I think that's what... Is that what it's called? Slurry.
I don't know.
Slurry with a fringe on top. And it's like goo. And then they put it in a thing. And when you eat when your mom's like, here's your Oscar Mayer, and you bite it, and you're just like, what is happening?
So what happens is they turn it into the meat paste, and then that gets ground up and pushed through a sieve so that it has a ground beef texture. And then they add things to it. So it could be ascorbic acid, it could be water, corn syrup, various spices, salt, mostly salt. And they could also be adding sodium ethorbate, which the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council wants to quell the rumors about by saying, in contrast to popular urban legend, ethorbate is not made from earthworms. The USDA swears that there's no earthworms mashed up in here.
That's exactly what they want you to think. It's a very easy way for them to say, there's no earthworms. There's earthworms.
It's just an urban myth that ethorbate is earthworms, probably because they sound similar.
Yep. It's not earthworms. It's other kinds of worms. Space worms.
Okay.
So when you
Those are expensive, Brett.
Space worms, imported from space. Tremors. It's all made from the actual prop tremors from the movie Tremors 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Well, you could help yourself if you are skittish by this by checking out the ingredients. So if as I mentioned earlier, trimmings, that is a lot of things. That could be head, feet, sinewy muscle, fatty tissue, livers, all sorts of things. But if they say variety meats or meat byproducts, that means it probably has organs, including hearts, in the meat batter. Ooh, meat batter.
Meat.
Additives like MSG and nitrates are also common.
That's bad.
So if it says all natural, it might not say that. If it's labeled all beef or all pork, it's coming from muscle tissue, not the organs. So
does it bother you? With like knowing this, would you not eat hot dogs?
I normally don't eat hot dogs.
But would this affect your appetite? Would you like?
Yeah, I wouldn't like. This is the main reason why I don't eat hot dogs.
Oh, I don't care. I love it. I'll go for the all-natural ones. I'll get like a Hebrew Nash.
Okay, you know what? That is a higher quality than most hot dogs, to be fair.
Ballpark Franks plump when you cook them?
Why do they plump?
I don't know.
Is it the fatty tissue?
Must be the feet.
Is it the feet?